Hey, what's up, my fellow carnivores? This is Zach with American Smoke, and today we're going to show you a special technique for cooking brisket when you don't have a whole lot of time, but you're not extremely limited on time. It's going to be just right for most people. That way, you're not having to just cut it down to the wire when you're preparing it and serving it to everybody. Oh man, my brisket is not ready yet. Everybody's already hungry. We've all been there. I've been there. You've been there. This technique right here, hopefully, is gonna solve that problem. I call it the 200-300 brisket. Stick around, because we're gonna get to that right now. Seasoning the brisket is gonna be pretty easy. What I'm gonna be doing is going over it with a little bit of kosher salt. And then we've got the Jess Riles Hardcore Carnivore Black. It's become one of my new favorite seasonings. I'll be leaving a link below so you can check this out yourself. But you want to put this on liberally, just all over. You can see why they call it black, because it is black. But this has got the salt, the black pepper. It's actually got some sort of charcoal in it. I don't know exactly how that works, but I assume that is what gives it a lot of its color. It smells good. It's actually got a smell, like a sweet smell. Don't be scared to put this on there. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pat it on. This is the fat side. So you wanna do that first. I like to cook mine fat side down. Flip it over. If you watched the how to trim a brisket video, you know that we cut a lot of this vein of fat out between the point and the flat to expose a little bit more of the meat. Make sure that you get the edges, because that is a particularly important bite. Everybody wants a little bit of that outside meat. If this doesn't turn out with a good bark, I don't know what will. It already looks like it has a bark. And we're gonna let that sweat on, and then we're gonna get it onto the smoke. We're out here at the pit. We're about to put this full pack of brisket into the moneymaker. We've got our amazing smoke tube. Great job by the marketing people over there at that company, by the way. Amazing smoke tube running mesquite pellets. I've got it extended out all the way. This is the extendable one. That's the one I like. It gives you, I think, up to 4 hours of extra smoke in your pit. And what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be starting this brisket off overnight at ultra low, 200 degrees. So I'm gonna be cooking it from about 10 o'clock till about 7 o'clock. So, you know, that is 9 hours, give or take, at 200 degrees. And then I'm gonna be ramping it up to 300 degrees for the remainder of the cook until I get the internal tip right there at that thickest point between the flat and the point to about 203 to 210 degrees, somewhere in that range, as long as it's probe tender and got a little bit of jiggle to it. We're gonna go ahead and get this baby in. We've been letting the seasoning sweat on for about 15 minutes now. You can see it's got a nice glisten to it. Everything's nice and bonded. So we're gonna go ahead and shut it down, let it get back up to temp to 200 degrees, and then we're gonna be going to bed here in a little while, not worrying about it at all. I'm burning competition blend in the hopper. Between that and the mesquite, it's gonna be mighty fine. We'll see y'all in the morning. All right, so we are out here at the pit. It is 7 o'clock in the morning, and our temp has come up to 157 degrees. We've been burning low, 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 and slow, slow, slow. But now it's time to start rocking it on up, baby. We're gonna crank this thing up to 300, hence the name 200-300 brisket. So we are out here at 9 o'clock in the morning. We put our brisket on just a little bit after 10 o'clock last night, so we've been on for 11 hours now. About 9 hours of it was at 200 degrees. I came out here at about 7 o'clock this morning. But now we are at our point, just a little over 180 degrees, internal temp, 183. So now what I wanna do is I'm gonna wrap this up in paper and put a little bit of tallow on it, and then we're going to be putting it into a pan and putting it back into the smoker. So we got our brisket out of the smoker, and my God, the color that is on this meat from that hardcore carnivore black is phenomenal. Letting it sit in that ultra low and slow heat for the entire night Just exposes the smoke with that mesquite pellet tube in there with the meat. It's just over the top. This is exactly what you want to see whenever you pull a brisket out, to make sure that you've got the color you want, the texture you want, the bark that you want. Oh my God, I can barely talk. I can barely talk. It smells so good. But we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna pour a little bit of beef tallow over it. This is freshly prepared beef tallow from this particular brisket. And so really all you wanna do is just pour it over a little bit. And this is just gonna melt down, re-moisten up, and keep everything just how you want it. The difference between this and a water is that a water is going to compromise your bark, whereas this is not gonna have nearly as much of a negative effect on the bark. It's just gonna make it really good. And a lot of times what you get when you cook a brisket is on the bottom side of the brisket, you get a very dry, crunchy layer. It's just not real good on the palate. And what this is gonna do is all gonna settle down around that layer, soften it back up, and make it juicy and delicious. All right, so we've got our brisket with our fresh tallow, and I've got a little bit left in my cup. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pour this directly over the paper, soak that paper with delicious beef fat. And you can use a pan like this, or you could make a foil boat. Some people do that. All right, and that's it. And whence it shall remain until it hits the coveted 203 or better. So we will see y'all out here in a little while when we pull this thing for the rest. We've reached temp. We're sitting at 207 degrees, so that means that I'm gonna go ahead and pull this, and we're gonna probe for tenderness, and then we're gonna let it rest and let that temperature come down quickly, down to 165 degrees, and then just let it rest covered. You definitely don't wanna come straight out of the pit and take it directly into a cooler, because what you've done is you've kept it at that 207 degrees and let it just continue to cook. All right, so down here in the flat, we're looking at 203, 204 degrees and slightly climbing, and that will go up another couple degrees. That's the reason you want to pull it somewhere between 203 and 210, because it's going to be different temperatures at different parts of the brisket, depending on how your smoker performs and the thickness of the meat as well. So it's kind of sitting there. It jumped up to 204, but it's back down to 203, and that's exactly where we want it. Let's get up here to the point. Do a little... It's just squishy, 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 squishy. Same thing, we're a little hotter up there. It's stopping at around 206, 207. That's gonna be your fattier end, and that's gonna render out just a little bit more to make it just a little bit juicier. Ooh, look at that steam popping out of that little hole. The point on this brisket just feels like butter. So very happy with where this is at. Anywhere from 203 up to 207. From one end to the other, it's perfect. We want to let this cool down quickly. I'm not going to cover it or anything. I want it to come down to about that 160, 165 degree mark. That way it doesn't continue to cook when I let it rest for the next 2 hours till we get ready to eat these brisket and brisket tacos. Man, my mouth is watering just talking about it. Just make sure that you don't let your brisket come down below about 145 degrees. 135 is considered the minimum for food safe. So as long as you can rest this thing and keep it up above 140 degrees, it's fine to rest it. Some restaurants, and you'll watch other channels, recommend resting it 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've even heard somebody recommend 12 hours before. But most of the time, if you're gonna rest it for 12 hours, you're gonna put it into an oven or something that can be set at 150 and just let it rest. The longer you let these things rest, a lot of times the better results you're gonna have. You could probably eat this thing right now though, and it would be fantastic. But what we're gonna do is we are gonna let it rest, and hopefully it's gonna come down pretty quickly, be ready for tacos here in a couple hours. So we have made it over to my parents' house where we're gonna be watching the Alabama-Cincinnati game. Roll Tide, by the way. I don't know who y'all are rooting for, but may the best team win. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and get this out of the pan. It's been resting for about 2.5 hours, which is sort of at the line. You know, I don't like to do less than 1.5 hours, and I'd love to do a little bit more. But man, we're so hungry, and 2.5 is just enough. So we've got it out of the paper, and I have to say that I couldn't be any more happy. We're gonna come in and have a look at this, just show you what the bark ended up looking like. It's just perfect. Very pleased with the result of this 200, 300 process on the brisket.
combined with the hardcore carnivore black seasoning, and then the smoke tube burning that mesquite for about 3.5 to 4 hours into the cook, doing the low and slow overnight, and then ramping the temp up during the day. So let's just go ahead and do what we're all waiting for. We're gonna cut into this and see what's going on the inside. I'm gonna go right here where it starts to turn into the point from the flat. Beautiful smoke ring, beautiful smoke penetration, nice and glistening. You can see where the flat really turns into the point there and runs under, and that's the reason you cut it like this. The fat is really just rendered down really nicely. Exactly what you want. And we're gonna cut a piece off right here on this little tip. It's gonna be my taste. My little tasty taste. Gonna make fantastic tacos. From the time we put it on the smoker, so now it's about 14.5 hours. You really get to looking forward to something in that amount of time. All right, so we're just gonna do the little bend test here to see how it turned out. That's not too bad at all right there. That's what you're looking for, is the clapper. Yeah, that is just beautiful. Great pull apart on that brisket. Man. World class. Let me know if you try this method. I appreciate y'all sticking around. Make sure to hit that like button for me. Subscribe to my channel if you do. Hit that notification bell, that way you'll know when I put out new content. Thank you. Thank you to Hardcore Carnivore for making this season. The flavor's phenomenal. That mesquite smoke just made it so deep into that brisket. Delicious. Man, thank y'all so much. We'll see y'all in the next video.